Hello, this is the May issue of the Mover magazine, and well, it starts off with me getting a bit political, really. My column at the beginning, I very rarely get political about things, and you must forgive me because my column in the front is the only opportunity that I get really to say what I think about things from a personal point of view. And I did have a bit of a rant this time. We're going through the run-up to an election in the UK, and when that happens, you will all have experienced it. Politicians really go a bit over the top, and I just got to the point where the day that I was writing the column, it had got to me. You know how that happens sometimes, and so I had a bit of a rant. So I don't apologise for what I said because I believe it to be true, but well, judge for yourself. There we are. Now then, lots of other things in here. I promised you last time that we would be having reports of the FIDI and Omni conferences, which indeed we have, if I can possibly find them. The Omni conference was in the Seychelles, which is of course a lovely place to go, a bit of an odd place you might think for a business conference. It's a bit out of the way. But read the story, it sort of fits with the Omni sort of style, the sort of helicopter view of things. Yeah, interesting little story for those of you maybe who went, or if you didn't go, then equally interesting, I suspect. FIDI was in Dubai, and I've written some stories about Dubai, or about the conference. Now the conference I thought was the FIDI conference. What I saw of it, because I was only there for 2 days, was excellent, and they do a very good job there. They've got 600 people, good turnout of people, and I think FIDI did an excellent job in putting on a show. The hotel there was excellent for the conference, but I confess that Dubai is not my favourite place. I wouldn't pretend for a moment that it is, and I suppose my impressions were coloured to some extent by that. I take nothing away from FIDI, however, because I think they did an excellent job. It was a really good conference, and those of you who were there will know that. Some other stories of note. We have a story here from Di Petriconi, which is a company in Corsica. Now, I didn't know the company, and I'd never been to Corsica either, but it's an interesting story. Nice company. Interesting idea on van livery with this company. Normally people have set colours and set styles. Di Petriconi don't. They have a set style of van livery, but all the vans are different colours, all bright primary colours, look great. A totally different way of looking at it. They don't have a company colour as such, which is unusual. I don't know whether you've ever seen that before, but I never have, and yeah, it's quite nice really. Now this story here, this is it's called Learning the Lesson of Hong Kong. Now you may remember that last month we wrote about the Hong Kong migration and the way that it started, and we did a feature on Asian Express there, who were right there at the beginning of it. But there's always another side to the story. There's where the people were going to, and a lot of people from Hong Kong in the 80s and 90s and now go to Canada. And so I did an interview with Ron Wadling from Tippett Richardson, who was very much involved at that time, about the whole concept of why the people were going and the opportunity that he recognised. Now the reason that I wanted to do the story is not because I wanted to retell a 30-year-old story, it's because that story and the principles behind it are just as relevant today if you look at what's happening in the news and in the world. There's a lot of, if not forced migration, then people who are migrating who, you know, for political reasons. But if we look at that in a broad way, in the way that Ron did in the 80s, then we see that actually there are opportunities there. There might be opportunities that you don't recognise immediately, but they are nevertheless there. Anyway, that's what the story's about. You read it and see what you think. See you soon. Bye.